Another 30 minutes. Get up. Hustle and flow. Let's get this thing on. Group me. Post and chat. Then we got my party time. Right when I want to see who watching. Advanced settings. Display spectator. We in there. Alright. AntHits, the franchise guru. Big time game tonight, man. At 8:20 p.m. tonight. Is this a Thursday night game? At 8:20, right? That's not a Sunday night game. Nah, because there's two of them. Week 10, I got 8:20 game too. That might be a Sunday night game. It won't tell us if you look at the schedule, right?
Should tell you. If you look at yeah, it should tell you.
Yeah, it will tell you. You're right. Where we at? Jags. All right, Sunday night. We got the late game Sunday night. Sunday night game. All right, so boom, man. You wasn't on a couple of real talks in a row, man. I don't know if you went back and listened to any of the real talks at all. That's a question I'm asking you. Have you listened to any of the real talks?
Yeah. I listened to
Did you listen to the last one?
Not the last one. I listened to the other one though.
You didn't listen to the last one that Nana was on?
Nah, I ain't listened to that. Oh shit, what this motherfucker talking?
Oh God. So what we gonna do is, man, we gonna recap that real fast, and then we gonna get into that Broncos Chiefs game last night. Let's find this real fast. I'm gonna try to get right to it too. We ain't gonna put you in a situation where we gotta chase it or nothing. Let's just find it. Where is that?
But then you go to the run game, Lamar Jackson again. 11 guys, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. End up bringing the beat back against the Steelers and beating them 31-17. All right, so now that was his last game. I'm not saying this to play him out. I'm saying this to say this: should Lamar Jackson be the full-time starter, or is it too far past that role for him anymore?
I think the numbers don't lie. So I think after you said, I think Lamar he might not be seeing the field anymore. And I think wanting and what it is two different things. So I think Boone seen the rebirth of Mahomes, and I think he wanted that for Lamar, but I think Lamar might be too far gone.
So Falky says Boone seen the rebirth from Mahomes, and he wanted that for Lamar Jackson. What do you got to say about that? Let's pause this real fast. What do you got to say about that? Is that the truth?
No, man. Well, that's actually far from the truth, man. Especially when you can say, and the whole league can attest to, Lamar being a running back, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So Lamar has never. I'm gonna use a double negative. He has never not been a runner. Right. Every time you see him, he always got 1,000+ yards, touchdowns, until I sat him down for Bryce Young and kind of focused on the passing. Mm-hmm. But he's never really been a passer like that. So, for him to say that, he's trying to emulate Mahomes, resurrection, that's false, man, because we already know what Lamar doing.
No doubt. So if we were to just go to Lamar Jackson and himself, man, like I said, most dangerous player in the league for sure. No one's done what you've done with a player like this. But when we talk about Lamar as a passer, though, as a complete quarterback, because that was what that conversation was about. We're gonna go to Lamar Jackson as a passer. All right. So let's start from 2020. 2020, 3,194 yards, 27 touchdowns, 19 INTs. The following year, 3,000. This is a full-time starter Lamar in his younger days. 22 years old, 23 years old, 3,400, 34 touchdowns, 20 INTs. 2022, 3,300, 43 touchdowns, 31 INTs. 2023, 3,400, 33 touchdowns, as you can see. 2024, 2,861 yards, 31 touchdowns. 2025, 3,491 yards. Now, 2026 was the year he got injured for 7, 8, 9 games, some shit like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was that year. So he comes back off that injury, and this is when he tore the MVP. He started tearing MVPs, running them off. 3,700 yards, 39 touchdowns. Threw 43 picks that year, though. Then 2028 was his last full-time year as a full-time starter. 2,039 yards passing. 21 touchdowns, 18 INTs. So he has shown that he's a passer in this league. So you threw the ball well with him, and when you won those MVPs, yes, the running was part of you winning the MVP, but you don't win an MVP as a runner with 1,500 yards rushing, 1,600 yards rushing. You win it with both passing and running, right? Am I on point there?
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Come on, get up, Erica. All right, so now what happened was, in the process of Bryce Young becoming a starter over here and becoming a Raven, Lamar numbers has went down in the passing game. So from 29 to 30 to right now 32. We're not gonna count 32. We're gonna count 31. But from 29 to 31, he has been a role player for you, right?
Right.
All right. A situational player, and in those situational roles, 596 yards, 29, 316, 136. So he really ain't throwing the ball at all in these stages, which damn near made him a full-time running back at this point. And now this year, 2032, as a full-time starter, and it's scarce to say full-time starter. We naming him full-time starter because you said that, but Bryce still plays a lot. So 73.3 as a QB rate and 364 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 3 INTs. So the question I had asked for us to get on that topic is, can Lamar Jackson, can you win without him not being able to throw as a full-time starter? And that's the question that was asked, which led Falky to talking about what he was talking about. But as we go on a little farther into this real talk, you're going to really start to hear some things.
Ravens win this division, and can the Ravens not only can the Ravens win the division, can they win their division, and can they be playing with in the AFC Championship again this year without the passing numbers?
I mean, he can, but if he don't get better throwing the ball or being so much, cause he's not going to beat the Jaguars. He's not going to beat the Chiefs. He's not going to be the top-notch competitors in the conference, which he has games with, if he only throwing for 10 yards, negative 1 yard a game. That's not going to happen.
We had a Ravens fan.
His only saving grace is Marmar. But you know, the top-notch competition know how to stop it or contain it.
So they stop it.
I was going to say that. He said the top-tier competition know how to stop Lamar Jackson. How would you feel about that?
I can't even say that, man, because if I'm not mistaken, I beat him last year in the regular season, and you know that Marmar was a big part of it. It was an ugly game, of course, but Marmar had key plays in that game. So yeah, contain, but shit, you can only contain for so long until he bust out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so now I don't agree with that at all, because I don't think nobody has found a way to contain Lamar, contain their offense, and then with the Dirty Rat made me, you know, come out with the new wrinkle, you know what I mean, in my formation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he would like to, you know, shift all his linebackers and defensive linemen to one side. So, you know, I had to pretty much, you know, come up with something else. They ain't want to pull out yet. So, but nah, man, nobody has stopped it yet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. As far as stopping me from like winning the ball game with it, or put me in position to win a game.
Right. All right. So let's move on forward from this.
So I think he has to.
We're gonna get to.
In order to, you know, compete with the Chiefs, the Jags. I just don't, but I don't see it though. I mean, not with those numbers. I was, you know, I was going all off of verbiage and what he was saying, but those numbers don't lie, man. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And those numbers saying look like Marmar done lost the touch.
All right, so he comes off a bye. He got the Jaguars, Colts, Bengals, Cowboys. This is where it gets interesting at.
Here we go.
Off that bye week, he played the Jaguars week 9. Colts will be a forced win. He got the Bengals, which is a division game. Cowboys, Titans, Chiefs, Eagles, Giants, Browns.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Not that stretch. That stretch right there.
Yeah, that stretch.
That stretch there is easy. Oh Lord. That can get ugly.
That's tough.
All right, so let's have a conversation because we got a Ravens fan that's on watching, and he said, "Fuck all that, Nano 69 Spygate ass nigga." Let's talk about that, man. I wish I had the Ravens coach on headset right now so we could talk about that. This was a disappointment today. What's up, Nano? Fuck type of Spygate and shit you doing, dog?
I just told Dirty Rat to watch the Lamar. That's it. I didn't say nothing about no packages or anything. I said watch the Lamar. That's it.
Hold up. Let's stop that there. So boom, man. He's saying he ain't say too much of nothing besides watch Lamar and everything. Like iterate on what happened and why you calling him 6'9" snitching ass Spygating ass nigga.
Hey man, so he watching my broadcast. And as soon as I pick the play, everybody, when I come out of something, man, I might hit them early with it and, catch them off guard. Then they know to watch it. So I'm passing the ball, the motherfucker sitting the shit. So I come out and my play, pretty much Wildcat or whatever. This motherfucker, as soon as I pick my play, watch out, he coming out in the Wildcat. I was like, what the fuck? And from that moment on right there, that just blew my shit. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Now, if he wasn't on headset, if Dirty Rat wasn't on headset, I wouldn't even trip.
Right.
But that was the big thing. He knew he was on.
And he kind of like just exposed what you was doing. And it's like, damn, you don't even fuck with Dirty Rat. You be on here with us. What type of shit you on?
But see, that's that shit that Jungle don't be doing. Oh, damn, did I say that out loud?
Oh,
my bad,
shit.
Jungle.
All right, so let's continue to listen. Let's continue to listen.
That gunplay. Noted. I think the coach got a little bit of a sour taste in his mouth.
All right, so like we got a development beef kind of happening between. Some would say without Boom, you would not be able to be on chat with us right now, man. What do you got to say about
We
that?
in a real talk right now.
I mean,
Going over our last one.
I don't think that's true at all.
So where did the turnaround happen, Nano? Where Boom? I mean, last year y'all was OVO. He was real big on you, man. Where was the turnaround at where you guys take shots at? Well, you take a lot of shots at him on chat while he playing his games in our league chat from GroupMe, all that. So what's the change, man? What makes you feel like you need to say shit like this to him?
I just think that his game is very basic. I mean, if you stop Lamar, he doesn't really have another game plan. He can't pass the ball.
Oh wow.
So let me ask you this: do you think you're a better Madden player than Boom?
If he didn't have Lamar, yes.
Let's stop there. So I asked him, I asked him, yeah, he got the little technical difficulties in the background, the mic.
That's fault shit?
Yeah, that's fault mic. So the question I had asked him was like, what's going on with the shots taken at you and all that? You went from, you holding him down and making him part of us to him taking shots at you all the time, right? So his thing was, I don't got no real beef with him. I just think his game is basic. He can't pass the ball. He's brief. And then he started talking about that. So that was his response to me asking him, what's his issue with you? So here we go.
100%.
100%.
Wow.
He said he think he's better than you, 100% better than you.
The two times that I've played him, we have played 3-point games. And I did not feel, let's put it this way, I don't feel pressure like how I'm playing the Chiefs or the Jags. I don't. I know that I can beat the Ravens either at any time. For the Chiefs and the Jags, I know it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be a tough matchup because they can throw the ball, they can pass the ball, they can throw the ball, they can run the ball, and they play really good defense. He has really good defense, but I feel like with my playing style, I can win it, beat him at any moment.
So you saying pretty much what you running the football, he can't stop it?
He can't stop it, no.
All right. So again, my question is, where's the where has the turnaround come in? Where you kind of come in and stand up, stand behind that. You on that canvas, stand up, shit, stand up, stand behind it. Why you coming at the nigga Boone right now, man? Keep it 100. We need to know. What's your reason of coming at his throat like that?
I just think his game is very basic. That's it. I don't have anything personal against him. I love the guy. Like he's like my boy, right? So I mean, I don't have anything personal against it. I just think that his game's basic. That's it.
All right, so keep it in Madden right now. That's what all it is. Outside of Madden, y'all, you know what I mean, y'all became good friends on the Madden, and he really rocks with you and shit. But of course, so far as playing the game right now, he just don't got your respect, is what you're saying.
No, and not at all.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm getting the Ravens head coach on headset. I gotta get my guy on headset right now for him to have a conversation about this, man. Let me find this nigga.
All right, so we couldn't get you. So what have you got to say about that, man? Like you know, it's been a lot of shots taken by Nano in chat. You been screaming Dick Rider this, Dick Rider that, and all that. So what happened to your young protege, man? Why is he in this type of realm right now, feeling like this?
Man, you gotta understand, man. He ain't taking on my coattail no more, man. He got 2 other mentors. You know what I mean? So I had to, you know, step away from him, man. He ain't like when I kicked him out of OVO, man. So you guys took him up under y'all wing, and he rocking with y'all right now. So if it ain't no fault, he ain't sucking dick. But yeah, hey man, well you can't come here talking shit about me when in past Madden or past seasons, you know what I mean, you have bigger belly that guy on the ropes and you can't beat him, and then you get ball coach to come in and take over the Seahawks, and you still can't beat ball coach. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you can't.
Well,
how do you feel
about how do you feel about somebody that's telling you he don't respect your game at all, and his argument is, shit, I've been to a Super Bowl in this league. You ain't been nowhere near it.
Man, Nano went to a Super Bowl like year 1, 2? What was that?
Year 2.
Year 2? And where has he been since? I think he probably made the playoffs a couple of times after Bigger Belly left. You know what I mean? And that's neither here nor there, but still, like, Nano know he can't fuck with me, man. When I play Nano, dog, I really take it easy on him because that's my boy.
Right.
Like, straight up. But you know, he's entitled to his opinion, but he know he can't fuck with you, man.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so you know, we cleared the air there, man. You called him 6'9" Spygate. He called you basic and brief. Is there something going to be there? Y'all play each other. Is 100-point boom? Is that what? That's what we looking at?
No. He worse than fucking McCoy. Run left, run right, stretch. Hey, he worse than McCoy, I swear. It's my basic. Like, come on. You know what I'm doing. We know what you're doing. That shit easy to stop. But he can't stop me, though.
Right. All right, man. So Boone, you wasn't on last night, man. We had a big-time game that was played last night. I watched this game from start to finish, man. So the Broncos traveled to Kansas City, man. They played a really good game. It ended up being 34-41. It's been some changes for the Broncos. They have a new starting quarterback in Tyler Macon, and they finally starting David Moore III. Offensive yards here, 414 to 480. So the Chiefs have 480 yards to the Broncos 414. Rushing yards, 216 to 245. Passing yards, 198 to 235. Chiefs had 18 first downs to 8. Total yards, Chiefs had 540. Broncos 444. Both of them turned the ball over twice. Time of possession, Broncos had it for 12:59. Chiefs had it for 15:01. When you look at the game as a whole, Patrick Mahomes was 123.5 in QB rating, 252 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. Tyler Maker, 74.1, 216, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And the run game, David Moore III had 10 carries for 214 yards. I said 11 yards a carry. This guy averaged 21.4 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Holiday touched the ball 19 times for 209 yards. He had the 11 yards a game. Again, watching this ball game, this game was Broncos in my eyes. Falk did what Falk do, which is put the drives together he needed to come back. It's a 10-point game, on the Broncos side in the fourth quarter turned around to a 7-point loss. But I think the Broncos found something in this game. They found out that the kid that they've been playing at punt returner and kick returner is legitimately the best running back on their team. I don't know if Coach Falk is still on here though, but with Falk, yo Falk.
Hey, while we trying to get Falk on, man, it looked like if he get that dude a few more carries, he probably win this game.
That's what I said.
Coach Falk is here.
Yo,
Coach Falk is here.
Well, how do you feel about after experiencing David Moore as a full-time running back for the first time? How do you feel about him?
I mean, he was sensational last night. I mean, I didn't know who that was. I think two seasons ago he played that guy, and he had 5 fumbles in a game. You know, so for him to have that performance last night. I mean, you know, I only seen one other black that was shifty and could make moves in the hole and make my defenders look dumb. And he played in Jacksonville, and you know, DM3 really showed something last night. And you know, I was just, you know, I said it in chat earlier. I was just combobulated defensively. I mean, it was 6'8", was just engulfing my defenders, no homo. Catch going up top. Catching bombs, and then, you know, when we went to compensate for that, then he got busy underneath and running the ball. So Broncos played really well, man, and you know, glad I don't gotta play them again.
And 6'8" had 4 catches for 157 yards and a touchdown. Calvin went off again, 7 catches, 154, 2 touchdowns. Again, this game was a good game, Boone. I mean, I watched it tails in, tail out. My problem was this, man. I thought the Broncos coach, Steve Spurrier, I thought he did things that he shouldn't have did. For example, you got David Moore averaging 21.4 yards a carry. He is giving the Chiefs hell on defense. And red zone moments, he go to the big back, Trey Sermon, and on both the drives he put him in the red zone. He held to a field goal, and he threw an interception. Now, this guy touched the ball 7 times for 9 yards, 1.3 as a power back to get those short, big-time yards. I think the argument is, well, I needed my power back in at that time, and I think at that moment you go with the hot back. What you got to say about that, Boone?
I agree, man. I agree with that, man. As soon as I seen it, man, I said, hey, you give him like 5 more carries, man, you win that game, especially if he hot, man. And apparently he was doing something right.
Yeah. So I mean, well, going forward though, the Broncos, you know, with the season, the rest of this season and the whole next season to go in this league, I think we got something to look forward to in David Moore. I think they found something there, and especially with the quarterback Tyler Maker. All right, so that was the recap of last night's game, man. That was the recap of the last Real Talk we did, man. Tonight's a big game, man. Tonight's a big game. The guys are in the locker room right now. Coach Boone, I know you up first on the interview or whatever. Coach Falk, great interview. What's up? Before we get locked and loaded into this big time ball game, man. Anyway, this is AntHits, the franchise guru, man. But here we go, man. We turning it over to King Falk. The Jaguars coach, Urban Myers, is getting ready to get his talking to his team in the locker room right now. And boom, what's your head coach name? That's Ray Lewis, right?
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
And Ray Lewis, the head coach, the father of young Ray Lewis II for the Chiefs, is getting his team locked and load. About to get to the interview, man. Stay tuned, stay in. We ready lock and load. Big time game coming up. Sunday night game, late game. Ravens versus Jaguars. Jaguars travel to Baltimore again. All right, Coach Falk, the table's yours.
All right, what's going on, RDL community? Halfway through the season, man. Big matchup tonight. Big matchup. We got the undefeated Ravens and undefeated Jags. Somebody got to lose tonight. And each year, you know, these guys dominating their divisions like they do. They always had this battle before they get to the playoffs. So it's kind of become like a rivalry, like a Thanksgiving Day game, Christmas Day game. Just looking forward to these two guys playing each other. So we got them both here, and we're going to interview them, man. Coach Boone, you there?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Coach Boone there. Coach Ant, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
All right. So we want to get this thing started, man, and you know, you guys getting ready for a big time game and locking in mentally. with play calling and schemes and all that. But we wanted to ask you a few questions about your opponent, man, and what kind of player you think your opponent is, and how do they, we want the Ravens to answer this question first, man. What do you respect about the Jags game?
Man, I definitely respect his ability to run, and even when the running back tired of running, the motherfucker gonna keep running. He definitely stay with it, man. If he has a game plan, he gonna stick to it. We can definitely, I think we both can agree with that, man. But his quarterback also has the ability to pass the ball also out of run formations, and he can spread you out, no homo. But pretty much it's an all around game, man. So you definitely gotta, watch a film. I ain't gonna lie, watch a film to basically get a better feel of what he's gonna do on game day.
Okay, and then we're gonna ask you, the Jags coach, the same question. What do you really respect about the Ravens and their game? What do you want to the table?
I respect. The first and foremost, it comes down to no matter what's the talk around him, he stays the way he do. He stays the way he do well. We've known him over the course of the time to make a star player extra great, and that's the scary part about him, because he can single-handedly, with the player he created with Lamar Jackson and the weapon he turned him into, he can single-handedly win a ball game with that kid. And it keeps us up at night, man. It keeps us up watching film. It keeps us up talking to our team, trying to scheme to figure out a way to stop this player, man. So I think overall with the Ravens is what you see is what you get, but what you see is what you get is a little 10 times extra to anybody else you can say that about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he just go hard with who he play with.
All right. Well, that's nice, man. But enough of the pleasantries, man. Last season, AFC Championship game. Oh man, epic, man. Might have been game of the year. Back and forth, tick for tack, play for play. It came down to, I believe it was 10 seconds left on the clock, and it was an overthrow where the receiver misjudged the ball off the ball in the sun. It was different reports coming out. Point shaving. I want to get this question to the Jags. Do you think you escaped one last year in the playoffs?
Definitely think we escaped one, but here's the thing. To escape one, I'm going to say yes to that, but how we had to play that football game and fought back. We were down big in that game. To fight back, to even be in a situation to have to escape it, speaks volumes. But yes, I think he dialed the right play up. He's been killing me with that play all game long. Early and often, kept coming down with the ball. And this time he used him as a decoy, and he let that thing go. And Lamar Jackson overthrew the ball about 10 yards. So yeah, we escaped one, man. I think the Ravens win the Super Bowl if they'd have got that pass off. And the fact that we lost that Super Bowl hurts even more that we escaped that.
Now this question is, and I hate to open up old wounds, Coach Boone. I hate to bring this up.
Nah, don't say you hate to do it. Don't say you hate to do it.
Nah, listen. This is a real question. What I'm about to ask. This is a real question. Do you feel as though last season was your year?
Oh yeah,
and you were cheated out of that, season.
To close the season, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You already know, man. That was a woo baby, man. One play tutty. Dialed it up. We had one read only, and the car just didn't fall, man. But we back this year. We definitely got something to prove. It's good to have short-term memory. To have a team that has short-term memory, and we just really ready to play, man.
All right, well, that's a good segue to my last question. I'm gonna stay with you, Coach Bull, and then Jags, you answer the same question. What do you think? This season is relatively. I think we're halfway in. Both teams are undefeated. What do you guys?
Now, the Ravens
think?
got a loss. The Ravens got a forced loss.
Okay. Well, I mean,
you right.
Forced loss, but user games they haven't lost yet. You haven't lost. Ravens. What do you think is the keys to winning this game, and what do you want to establish? Because you might see this opponent again in the playoffs.
Well, first and foremost, we gotta stop Puka, man. Hey, I can't lie. Our only thought process is to stop Puka. We don't give a fuck about nobody else. We manning them up one-on-one. Stop Puka. That's the game plan. Fuck whoever. I don't even know whoever else he got on his fucking team. It's the Puka show. Shut that shit down. And we not throwing the ball at Stingley.
All right.
Don't run at his ass though.
Okay.
Right. And for you, Jags, what do you think your keys is to winning this game, and what do you want to establish? Because the talks is out there that you lucked up. The mad guys is on your side, man. So do you want to prove something this game, or you just want to play it as a game, and then you might see this opponent again in the playoffs? How do you approach this game?
Nah, I want to flat out knock Lamar Jackson into retirement. Flat out. Simple as that. I want to take that helmet of his and retire that motherfucker right on the field.
Yeah, not the Myles Garrett.
Simple as that.
The Myles Garrett?
Last season was last season. The overthrow, that's on him. We don't care about that anymore. Right now, we still, with this team that we have, we feel like we are so close to being exactly what we expect them to be, and each game we play, we're looking for that next step. So this game, man, we just looking for our defense to raise hell and our offense to show him that it's, we Puka for real. We Puka strong, Puka dog, but his weapons everywhere you gotta worry about.
I dig it. Well, there you have it, RDL community. We've got to review a great one. 2 great teams, 2 great coaches, and it should be a good one, man, for the real boom. AntHits franchise guru, this King Funk, man. Holla at you. Tune in. It's gonna be an epic game.
Players coming out the tunnel, they on the field. Madden too cheap, EA too cheap to allow us to see shit like that. So again, we got coming out on the field and great go ham, man. We do boom. What are you saying to your team walking out the locker room as of right now? No doubt. Where the broadcast settings? I want to take that. What's the name off? Hold on for a second. I'm keeping the same broadcast on. All right. All right, Boone. That question again, man. What's the last thing you saying to your team coming out the locker room?
Hey, play like a Raven, man. Hey, and it's a million. It's a million on Puka head.
Okay. Damn. Say the sign. Yeah, we talking that. We just talking at work. Everybody excited. We on some bullshit. Early and often we owe him something. You know what I'm talking about? And Lamar Jackson, man, the same way. Bounty out right now. Before he's back in the building too, bounty out. Flat out. On 3?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Shit, good luck to you, man.
Good luck, Coach. Erica, come on now.
Nah,
It's 9 o'clock now.
Fuck that. You got lucky. You got that last game.
Yeah, no. Oh shit. Ain't no more good luck. Yeah, no more good luck.
I said that shit last time, and you really got lucky. Bullshit.
I knew that shit was gonna bring up old feelings. Damn.
Hey man, listen, dog. No, it ain't about that, man. Tell them for good luck and shit. Then some lucky shit happen. Fuck.
Shit, damn. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Tell us how you really feel.
Tell them why you're mad, Coach. Tell them why you mad.
Tell us how you feel. Who got it up?
I got it up. There you go. She up now. Because I kept waking you up for hours. I've been waking you up. You keep going back to sleep. I keep waking you up. You keep going back to sleep.
Okay, so...
I know I did something. I tried to get you up. Your alarm went off.
Hey, 57, 57. First
Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let me come over and watch him. Put him on.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gotta get a Jag the first win tomorrow night. Come on, boom. Let's go. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass week 13. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass week 13. So it's gonna all work itself out.
That's my first win. You gotta give up.
It's all gonna work itself out.
Man, let's see. You heard what I said.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You get 50 kill up on you week 13.
They'll try the left side. Person.
Yeah, motherfucker make
7 yards there at a first down.
So talking some blocking.
Now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Well, let's go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one of the wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Nah, the ball
could not hold on through the end of the play.
There we go.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ooh, baby.
He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost
Man, he's saving this nigga, boy.
A little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for him.
Mama giving it up.
On 1st down. McIntosh. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Early block number. Ooh, baby, you.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Young to throw it this time. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Oh, shit, Bryce Young again.
On 3rd down, it's Person. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's head. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. On the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Clark. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's her 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This time to the tailback. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 30-yard. They're going to give it here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw now, 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, as his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Finding room at the 30 and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Second down. It's Person. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. The 30. 10. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and
I'll bring you another one
down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Washington's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Of course, the rookie don't hold his block. Boy, that thing is going to come screaming.
Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look through runs at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Jags will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. That's Black. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Try and run for this. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2.
Nobody gonna come down the block.
Special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Washington. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep.
Throw it away.
Here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run it now.
Oh, goodness.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. Red. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson.
Stingley.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And again, this time to the tailback. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Frank. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw.
He is not committing.
Wide open, complete.
People didn't get that.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
there you go, Elijah.
the thing that matters is part 2.
No way that nigga run around.
Once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, got a good one going. Finish things off as we can get it done.
No, he ain't 99. He ain't 99. He might be. He might be like 97.
Shit.
And he ain't running by that nigga.
Leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's not running by him, dog.
To throw is Jackson. Gonna throw again.
That's it out there.
Gonna be incomplete.
Way to run with him.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He can run
there
for
it go.
it, and he will.
No, it's in somewhere. Good tackle.
Finally get him.
Good tackle, Stingley.
He reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I don't want to keep him get hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a
he can't juke because he got conservative on.
And now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
They want to tell him a secret on the mic and shit.
Here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He may try and run for this.
Down one,
First down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, wow.
Falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Wow.
So
don't do me like that.
Zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3 yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this away, and off it goes. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Second and 1.
Oh, damn, they let me go.
Incomplete. Good protection that time. And now it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the cheating! Oh, my God.
But they'll rule it incomplete.
That was the worst shit I ever seen in my life, bro. Oh, my God. I could not get it. He ain't do nothing I told him to do. I'll try to throw it up the field. This nigga throw it all the time.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clark. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's crazy. I tried to do that
the
shit.
defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Now Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here.
Yeah.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw here. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at his 4. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And now he'll tuck it and run.
This nigga getting about 400 pounds and breaking his feet. Look at this. Wow.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shot at 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Good game, bro.
That will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to split that part, and then, of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
That
so
nigga
fucking tailgate and said, let's go eat.
He break more tackles than anybody knows.
Took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
Jesus.
So for Jacksonville,
Lamar.
they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis.
That's
to
what I
take
plan
on
on
the
doing.
Colts.
There ain't that many people playing, though. So
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
he shut Puka, 50 yards, 3.8. sacks. Oh, that's weird. 1 sack. DJ was 12 for 19, 265, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick at the end. Yeah, he shut Puka. He got Puka to 3.8 yards. Yeah, he was run committing like a motherfucker.